Hello everybody, welcome back to a new video. Today we are doing the week NFL 14 predictions. And we have a lot of good games this week. We got a lot of games that ain't gonna be played this week due to the last week of bye week, I think. This is the last week for every team to have a bye. And there's tons of them for week 14. And for Thursday Night Football, no better way to dive into this. Starting off with Thursday Night Football, we got the Packers at the Detroit Lions. The Packers, they beat the Dolphins pretty nicely. Josh Jacobs looked good on the ground. Jordan Love doing his thing. The receivers doing their thing. And the Packers, they're starting to become a dangerous football team in the league right now. Sitting at 9-3 on the record. They're not done. They're going to try to win their division here by beating the Detroit Lions at Ford Field. Well, they wouldn't beat their division if they beat them. But, I mean, just to get a big step closer to doing it. And the Lions, on the other hand, yeah, they survived the Bears somehow. That Matt Eberflus taking that timeout means the Detroit got the win. And Detroit, they're just finding ways to win at this point. They're getting jobs. They're just getting the job done at the end, and it's all coming together for Detroit. Although that was an iffy win against the Bears, but it's those two always fight till the end, and Detroit Lions came up winning it, which all that mattered. But however, this game, man, the Packers and the Lions. This is gonna be a really good game. But the Lions, they look like they could be due for a loss. And at home, nobody's expecting the Lions to lose this game. Unless you're Packer fans. But give me the Green Bay Packers to upset Detroit this week, 23-20. Kind of a low score, but the Lions had a low score last week. Why not again? And to produce all of them points that's always been scored. So, Detroit, you lose here, I will take you probably next week. Don't worry. I just have a feeling the Packers are going to win this game. Next game, we got the Tank Bowl, the Jaguars and the Titans. The Jaguars, their season's done. They tried to fight against the Texans. Mac Jones did look good, which that's a rare case. It happens every once in a while, but still wasn't able to get the win. They're 2-10. Trevor Lawrence got smashed on that one play, and he had to go in concussion protocol. The Titans, on the other hand, yeah, it was just a beatdown against the Washington Commanders. Not much to be said here. This is an ugly game. I'm going to get this prediction quickly out the way because this is just no point of predicting this at this point. But I am going to take the Titans here just because I don't like Mac Jones. I don't think Mac Jones is that guy anymore. You know, I believed him a little bit because he had a good training camp at preseason, apparently. And yeah, they came to fall real quick as soon as Trevor Lawrence got hurt. Now he's probably gonna be a starter here too. He's gonna be a starter probably for the rest of the season. So give me the Titans, 13-10 win. Should be ugly. Should be catastrophic. And yeah, Tennessee, you get the W. Jets at Dolphins. The Jets. Oh, man, a lot of things happened. I don't really remember everything that happened. I think they got a touchdown kick return. I think Aaron Rodgers looked decent. Not too sure. I think he threw an interception and pick six. Devontae Adams finally got involved. And other than that, they fell short, ending their season. They were eliminated from playoff contention. Officially, it's time to move on from Aaron Rodgers and find you guys a different quarterback. Maybe start that one guy, Jordan Travis. I don't know. That's what, if I'm a Jets fan right now, I'm starting Jordan Travis right now. I don't even care. He's been behind Aaron Rodgers long enough. And I just start him just to see what he's got in him. And if he's not that good, then just drop the quarterback. The Dolphins, on the other hand, they lost to the Packers on Thursday Night Football. And yeah, the Dolphins, December football is not their favorite. Nor is November. Well, and November, start of December football is just not their favorite. And It's bad enough they have a 7-loss record. They would have to win out just to try to make a playoff spot. Dang near. They could kind of afford to lose one more game, but they'd have to go 4-1 for the next few games. It's possible going against the Jets. But I will take the Dolphins to get the W here. I don't think they're bad. They have so many losses. And their games are so unpredictable in December. I am going to take the Dolphins to get the W here, 27-16. They don't play well in cold weather, but this is in Miami, so they dodge a bullet here, so Dolphins, you get the win. Next game, ooh, I've been waiting to predict this. So nobody's hurt. Nobody's hurt no Kirk Cousins is not hurt. So that means we got the Kirk Cousins revenge game. You got the Falcons at the Vikings. The Falcons, though. Oh man, Kirk Cousins, he didn't look good last week. And that's on him. And a pick six. Somehow the Falcons could have won that game if that pick six didn't happen. They 100% could have won that game if it didn't happen, but it did. So the Falcons, they lost 13-17. What an ugly game it was. Their defense, though, they played good against the Chargers. And the Vikings, on the other hand, I think they got a game-winning field goal to beat the Arizona Cardinals. But I don't know what happened at the end. But they beat the Cardinals. And listen, the Vikings, I just don't really rock with them. Sam Darnold, we've seen this story kind of from Kirk Cousins that 1 year too. But Sam Darnold, I just don't know. I don't know. It's been an unexpected season from the Vikings. And this is a revenge game. And this could determine a lot in the playoffs too if the Falcons lose this game. Kirk Cousins is going to want to be his old team. And I know the Falcons lost bad last week. But hear me out. They have all those players and they can put up points. We know they can put up points. I think this is one of those games where Kirk Cousins has a good game against a good Vikings defense. Give me the Falcons 34-31. And sorry, Vikings, I just don't believe in you. Next game, you got Saints at Giants. The Saints, well, the Saints they're the Saints, and they lost to the Rams. Kept it close there with their defense. Offensively, just not enough. And the Saints, they're still trying to kind of fight for a playoff spot. They can. They're in a terrible division where it's just they do have the Panthers coming up. They got the Giants coming up. So they still can be classified in playoff position at 4-8. But they'd had to win out pretty much to get there. And I don't know what else is on their schedule, but they need this win just to get through here. But the Giants, on the other hand, they lost to the Cowboys. Whole bunch of bad stuff happening. Whole bunch of offensive turnovers from Drew Lock. That's been the story of the Giants this year. But the Giants, I've got the Giants upsetting the Saints here. Kind of not an upset. I don't think the Saints have enough firepower in them, man. Like I've said, I didn't believe the Saints from the start. They got that 2-0 start, and I was like, okay, maybe there could be something here. They end up going 2-8 after that. So, give me the Giants to knock off the Saints 24-17. Next game, you got Panthers at Eagles. The Panthers took the Buccaneers in overtime here. The Panthers, Bryce Young's actually looked much better after being benched. And yes, I understand they fell short against the Buccaneers, blah, blah, blah. But Panthers, this could be some hope coming in for next year. Now, I don't know what they're going to do at quarterback next year. I don't know if they're going to try to keep Bryce Young just because he's showing, if he keeps showing more sparks in that offense, or the Panthers offense, then, and if he gets maybe 3 more wins, then maybe they will keep Bryce Young. But other than that, I have no idea what they're going to do. But regarding this game, they're playing the Eagles, which the Eagles, they beat the Ravens. So sorry I doubted the Eagles. Thank you, Eagles. I appreciate you beating the Ravens. Doesn't mean I still like you. I don't really like the Eagles that much. But the Eagles, they're doing their thing. They're 10-2. They're trying to avoid another collapse after going back to this record. Will it start? Hopefully not for them. I am gonna take the Eagles to get the win here. Odd score though, 33-21. I think the Panthers offense is actually showing some sort of light. Think they will a little bit against the Eagles, but they won't get the win. I have the Eagles winning 33-21 against the Carolina Panthers. Next game, you got the Cleveland Browns heading to Pittsburgh. The Cleveland Browns. Oh, man. Jameis Winston, man. Jameis Winston threw 3 interceptions against the Broncos. Well, he was throwing... I saw him throw for 4 touchdowns, and then 3 other interceptions came out of nowhere, giving the Browns the loss. And listen, man, I love Jameis Winston, but man, them turnovers get on my nerves. Jameis Winston's probably the funniest quarterback in the NFL right now. And the Browns, he's a really good leader, too. He really is. He can really put a spark into, hyping up your players and stuff. But yeah, the Browns, they're 3-9. They're eliminated, too, from playoff contention. The Pittsburgh Steelers, on the other hand, they ran us over, man. They ran over the Bengals defense, and they didn't even have to do much. All they had to do was checkdowns after checkdowns. It was so embarrassing. Like, high school players can do... I bet high school players, not even high school, I bet middle school players can play better than the Bengals defense. Maybe we should start signing some high school players. How about that? But no, seriously, it's been terrible. It really has. The Bengals defense has been so bad, and the Pittsburgh Steelers checking the ball down every single play. They gotten lucky, getting some lucky missed tackles and a whole bunch of stuff happening. And the Pittsburgh Steelers, they're 9-3. Should be a close game though. Taking it low scoring and a close game, because these two always like to fight. So I'm gonna take the Steelers 14-20. Steelers should be able to get this win. Their defense is really good. Also, not to mention TJ Watt had some turnovers, or everybody had some turnovers on defense. They just kind of did everything they needed to against the Bengals. Their defense, though, their passing defense kind of looked a little bit suspect against Joe Burrow at the end, but we'll see. Steelers get the win there. Next game, we got Raiders at Buccaneers. The Raiders are the Raiders. I mean, they could have beat Kansas City. And what happens? They take one more snap to try to get him a little bit closer in field goal range, because the cold is just not good in Kansas City. And what's he do? He fumbles it. Chiefs recover. And it's crazy how Kansas City is getting these wins like this, man. It's got to be history at this point. But yeah, they're taking the Buccaneers, which the Buccaneers, they went overtime with Carolina. I ain't gonna take too much disrespect on Tampa Bay, though. It ain't all their fault. I think Carolina's offense has actually looked pretty good in recent weeks. I mean, heck, they played really good against Kansas City, nearly winning that game. And yeah, Tampa Bay, I would say a decent game against Carolina. And they're playing the Raiders. They're going to get back to a winning record here. I got Tampa Bay winning here in a blowout, 38-13. The Raiders are just cooked, man. They have no quarterback. Brock Bowers is going to get them the 3. Brock Bowers himself is going to give them the 13 points, because anybody else on the team just sucks. Jacoby Myers is decent, though. Maybe he'll get him another 3 points or something like that, You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, Buccaneers win. Sorry, Raiders. Next game, we got Seahawks at Cardinals. The Seahawks, they got the W against the Jets. Geno Smith playing decent. Jackson Smith-Njigba. He was looking like that number 2 receiver there now in Seattle. And, yeah, Jackson Smith, he's been pretty good. Geno Smith, he's decent, at least. And the Seahawks have really dug themselves out of that 3-loss hole. And they're at 7-5 now. And they're playing the Cardinals, which Cardinals came up short against the Vikings, I think. And I think Kyler Murray had a good game, and they just came up short. I'm not sure. Not sure what happened in that Vikings game with the Cardinals. But they had a lead, then they blew it, kind of. I don't know. I'm not sure, man. But the Cardinals, I said they were going to win the division from the start. This is their chance to redeem themselves. The 49ers they're not winning that division, especially if the Seahawks win here. Seahawks win here, they get the clinch. They probably clinch their playoff spot. Please stop the Seahawks from winning. The Cardinals. I'm going to take the Cardinals to bounce back after that loss. 27-21. Should be a close game. This is going to be a very competitive game because it's going to determine a lot in the playoffs. And the Cardinals lose this game, they would almost have to have the Seahawks lose out. Like, no joke, they would have to, because we're in that point of the season where playoffs or wins are becoming matters to the playoffs. And yeah, the Cardinals, I'm giving you guys the win and the tiebreaker in the division to lead it. Potentially. Not sure who gets the breaker against the Cardinals and Rams, but we'll see. Cardinals, you win it. Next game, you got Bills at Rams on Bills. They destroyed the 49ers. Christian McCaffrey getting hurt. Jordan Mason getting hurt. I mean, it's been sad for the 49ers. And the Bills, they took everything they needed into that game. Josh Allen receiving touchdown. Josh Allen, I think he had a rushing touchdown and he had a passing touchdown. And Josh Allen is the offense, man. I'm so happy for the Bills. I'm so glad. I'm so sorry for doubting them. Really, bro. I feel like a fool now, doubting the Bills from the start of the season. Josh Allen has just been really that good of a guy, man. He's been that good of a quarterback. The receiving core is starting to come together a little bit more. The run game is really good with Ray Davis, James Cook, and who's that Johnson guy? Or, I don't know. That there was like a third stringer or whatever. Or a second stringer. Pardon, I don't know who it was, but yeah. And the Rams, on the other hand, they got the win over the Saints. The Rams haven't looked like their self recently, and that's concerning for the offense. They're 6-6 though. They're still contending for their division. They're hoping Arizona could beat the Seahawks, and they need a win. This is almost must win for the Rams too. They gotta win. I think there's still gonna be I still think there's gonna be some more competitiveness in that division. Why not throw the Rams in there? So I'm gonna take the Rams to get the win in a high-scoring fight, 31-30 by 1 point, to save their season pretty much, and try to get back on track here. Just the Rams, their defense has been decent. Their offense has been a little bit of a letdown. Maybe because, Cooper Kupp and Njoku was out for half of the season. They've been out for half of the season, and it helps to have them back. But yet they still found some ways to lose some games late. They just gotta reduce them. They can't have any more late losing games here. And if you guys hear anything in the background, don't mind it. It's babies and other etc. stuff. But yeah, I'm taking the Rams here. Sorry, Bills. I know I just said a whole story about doubting you, but don't worry. You'll be good in the postseason. Might be a Super Bowl favorite. Next game, we got another Tank Bowl game, pretty much. The Bears at the 49ers. The Bears. The Bears. What happened with that timeout? What happened? No. Things happen. Matt Eberflus getting fired because he didn't take a timeout 30 seconds late in the game. Caleb Williams played a little bit tragic in the first half. And then he got better, brought the team on his back, and tried to win it, save their season from, they would be 5-7 right now if they would have got the win. But still, you could still win out and make a playoff. But the Bears, they're pretty much done now. They're 4-8. Don't think they're going to make it. Their division's too competitive. Don't see 4 people making it. So the Bears, their season's pretty much over. Meanwhile, they're playing the 49ers in Santa Clara, which Christian McCaffrey, no Jordan Mason, and no Ayuk. It's been that season for the 49ers. And I like Kittle, Deebo Samuel, and Ricky Pearsall, but I don't think they're going to get it done, man. They've just been too hurt. I swear, the 49ers and Bengals both collapsed. And it's crazy. I don't even know, bro. I don't even know. It seems like every year you see the 49ers and Bengals play. They're like almost on sync with each other. They play the same level of competition as every year. Like, Look at 2021. 10-7 teams. They're both 10-7. Then 2022, they're both like 13-4, 12-4. Like, it's weird. It's very odd. And except last year, obviously, because Burrow got hurt last year. But yeah, just an odd fact to put out there. And yeah, I'm gonna take the Bears here. I mean, I just don't know. I'm just gonna play a pick'em. Gonna play a pick'em game, maybe an upset to end the Niners season here. Because after this, if they lose another game, they're pretty much done. So the Bears, you get the win, 27-17. Matt Eberflus is gone, so hopefully your offense looks a little bit better in your clock management, especially that clock management. And another game, you got the Chargers at the Chiefs. The Chargers, they couldn't really get it much going against the Atlanta Falcons, man. Justin Herbert couldn't get it much going with Lad McConkey and all them. You know what I'm saying? And it's been odd for the Chargers. Back-to-back losses, I think they've taken. I'm not sure if they have back-to-back losses, but yeah. Yeah, it's been rough for the Chargers. Wait, no, my bad. They didn't lose to the Falcons. They got the win over the Falcons, sealing it with a pick 6. And sorry guys, I had that flipped around. I thought it was 13-17 Falcons. Whoops. My bad, everybody. My bad. Mistake. But yeah, the Chargers, they got the win with basically a pick 6, and they didn't have to really do any more against the Falcons. Meanwhile, the Chiefs, they got another lucky win. Woo! They beat the Raiders because the Raiders fumbled. Literally fumbled. And yeah, that was it. And the Chiefs, they're in the playoffs. They're probably going to get the number 1 seed. They're probably going to Super Bowl. We know how this is. So, the Chiefs. But, regarding this game, I've got an upset. I've got the Chargers beating the Chiefs here. 19-26. Listen, the Chiefs, I feel like they're due for another loss. I can't see them going 15-1, 14-2. Or, 16-1, 15-2. I think they'd go like 13-4, 14-3. But even that, I still don't see it. I mean, it's been an odd season from the Chiefs. But yeah, I'm taking the Chargers there. And the last game you got the Bengals at the Cowboys. The Bengals. Oh my god, bro. My Bengals. Why, man? Every single time I look at Twitter, it's a meme. It's like I seen the Bengals posted something on Facebook the other day, and they posted something about radioactive, and some first comment I see is like radioactive defense. Like, bro, what? Our fan base, everything is becoming a meme. It's a nightmare. Cincinnati is living a nightmare right now, and it's because of that defense. Because of the defense. Yes, I know Burrow had turnovers. I mean, it's the Steelers' defense. What else do you expect? But the fact that it was just checkdowns, and 7-yard passes all day, and they put 44 on us in our home stadium. It's crazy. Joe Burrow's still putting up magical numbers. He's putting up crazy numbers. Best offense in the league, I'm saying it still. But yeah, we're taking on the Cowboys, which they barely got the win over the Giants. This game's on Monday night. And apparently it's supposed to be about Bart Simpson. It's supposed to be the Simpsons game. And this is going to be ugly, man. This is going to be probably an ugly game. We're pretty much eliminated from playoffs, too. We're just hoping for a miracle to get in still. But I still don't see it. But I got the Bengals winning, obviously. I don't think we'd lose to Dallas. I know CeeDee Lamb is injured. I don't know if he's playing against us. If he's not, we're definitely getting the win. But if he does, we might actually lose. But I'm going to take the Bengals 34-20. Still think they're going to give up some touchdowns and stuff. Like they always do. There ain't no stopping that. Yeah, they're just going to give up points. I don't think CeeDee Lamb's playing. And still, they shouldn't be able to put 20 points up. Even without him, so. But they probably will. So, 34-20, Bengals win. And here are the bye week teams. Ravens, Broncos, Texans, Colts, Patriots, and Commanders. And that is the end of this video, guys. Make sure y'all like and subscribe for more on this channel. Thank y'all for 300 subscribers, guys. It means a lot to me. You know what I'm saying? And it feels good. Feels good. It really does. Feels good to see y'all like my videos and stuff. And pay attention to my yapping, which is crazy. That's tragic, but you know what I'm saying? That's good. Thank y'all. And peace out.